Cracker Barrel Halloween. Oh yeah, back at a Cracker Barrel. It never gets old.
Oh yeah.
It never gets old. Look at all of the flamingo stuff that they have here. Cracker Barrel is really leaning into the flamingos. There's a lot of stuff here that we didn't see last time.
They're also leaning into other stuff.
Specifically, Christmas flamingos. They got Christmas stuff here. Cracker Barrel, however, is not our final destination for today. Oh no, it's actually this very sleepy little road here. Very sleepy little town we're about to get into. Or seemingly sleepy, I should say. Two very exciting signs directly in front of us. I don't know which one is making me more excited. The Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp sign or the cat crossing sign. Ooh, maybe we'll see some cats today. I sure hope so. But Cracker Barrel and cat crossing signs aside, truly today's focus is Cassadaga, the sleepy little town here, just a little bit north of Sanford, which is where I used to live actually. Not here at Cassadaga, but in Sanford. Now, if you haven't heard of Cassadaga before, well, you are in for a treat. This is a very special little town here. I'm gonna tell you why in just a sec. Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back. As you can see, we are here with two special guests, of course. Tampa J and Mark Muncie, as well as Carrie, who does the illustrations for the books as well. Now, we've featured Mark Muncie a couple of times on the channel. Today we both have the pleasure of having him be our tour guide for today on this awesome trip. So thank you for coming along.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I have to show you guys all the spooky. You guys are doing spooky season.
Exactly.
I have to take you to all the spooky places I can. So,
exactly.
You know, it's like what I do or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I know, right? It's like you wrote a book about it or something.
To be standing next to this man right here.
Hey.
We've
Very
always wanted
honored.
to come here, and this is the best way to
I'm
do it
honored to
right
be
here.
on your videos, guys, because you guys are the best.
We really appreciate it. Yeah, this is going to be so much fun. Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp, as it sounds, is actually a little town that is full, literally full of psychics.
And witches.
And witches and mediums and all kinds of stuff like that. Yep. So we're going to be checking all of that out. There's a lot of things to do and to see here, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. So I'm very excited. This is right up my alley. This is right up all of our alleys.
This is our Super Bowl.
Cannot wait. Yes, exactly. So without further ado, let's go. Let's get spooky. Let's go. First stop here is going to be the Purple Rose Readings, Native American and Metaphysical Stuff. That sounds good. Crystal smudge and jewelry. And also, just beyond that, Sea Green's Haunted History Museum. Oh man, this is gonna be good. We're gonna head inside of the Purple Rose first. Looks like they are actually hiring psychic readers. Drop off your resume or apply within. Nice. Also, they do aura photos here. Oh, that's awesome. I've always wanted to do those. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good. I'm gonna need to buy everything here. Oh goodness. Check this out. They have some Florida water here. Florida water is a great cleansing liquid that you can use. It's apparently Mark's favorite shirt.
How cool is that?
And I can definitely see why.
Your favorite shirt?
That's amazing.
I went to Cassadaga and something possessed me to buy this shirt.
That's perfect.
I might have to get that myself.
Now, one of the things that makes Cassadaga so interesting is that everybody who lives in Cassadaga is a psychic. Like, you have to be a licensed psychic to live in this town. So a lot of the people here, a lot of these establishments have rooms where you can get a reading. I'm assuming both astrology readings as well as, you know, psychic readings, mediums as well, and all of that good stuff. Got some selenite over here too. Selenite's another great kind of cleansing sort of thing. It's just a great all-around crystal to have. Of course, the selenite ones. Have a couple of those myself. the towers as well. These are nice, little pendants too. That's useful. They have a bunch of sage here too, of course. Another, yet again, great cleansing material. They have huge bundles of it as well as little bags of it too. And they have the accessories for it as well. These really beautiful shells are often used to like collect like the ash and stuff like that as you burn the sage. Very sorry, this is kind of a high level like review of all of this stuff. Someday on the channel, we will definitely, I'm planning on doing like a bunch of series of short videos on this sort of stuff, on astrology, on crystals, and like all kinds of things, because this really interests me a lot. It's actually something that I looked into quite a bit before, like right before I started the YouTube. So I'm interested in sharing my knowledge with you and the things that I have learned in my own spirituality and all of that stuff. So like I said, this is right up my alley. These are examples of some aura photos here, but these are for pets. They're aura photos on pets. The different colors that you see here are the different kinds of chakras. As far as I understand, this is actually something that I don't know too terribly much about, seeing auras and all of that stuff, but that's what the colors here mean. It represents the different chakras. Oh no. There are so many tarot cards here and I want them all. They're so pretty. Oh goodness. I have several decks myself. Of course, the classic Rider-Waite tarot deck is must for every beginner, but they have a bunch of really cute, cool, beautiful ones too. I was looking down here. They have tea ones. Tea, I'm a huge fan of tea. This is so darn cool. By the way, since we're looking at tarot cards, just so you know, if you're interested in learning how to read tarot cards and stuff like that, you do not have to be a psychic. You can literally have like none of those abilities, but still do the tarot, because it's all about intuition, and we all have intuition. So that's really what it's all about. When it comes to tarot cards, the cards are not necessarily like magical in and of themselves. It's really seriously they're just cards, you know, like literally anybody can make their own tarot deck, as we were kind of just saying. You know, it's not about the cards themselves, it's about you and your intuition and how you read them. That matters. Some dowsing rods over here. These are so cool. My mom was telling me how her cousin used to make dowsing rods herself, and she'd always use them to like find water and stuff like that, but I guess you can use them for ghost hunting and stuff like that.
Because they're good at finding electromagnetic fields.
Yeah.
They're good for finding unusual, disturbances and things. And they just said that you guys are the largest manufacturing. That's nuts.
So that's really cool.
Right here in Purple Rose.
That kind of makes me want to get one of these.
You want to get one before we go?
Rose of Jericho, also known as resurrection plant, brings good fortune, protective from negative energy and situations, and resurrects areas of your life. This is really pretty. I don't think these are for sale, but I've never heard of that before. I love the little display that they have for them too. So these are pendulums. So what you're really supposed to do, or at least as far as I understand, you're supposed to find one that you're like just drawn to. It's all about intuition, right? So it doesn't really matter what the stone or any of that is. At least this is what I believe. You just grab one that you're drawn to.
For me, it's this one. That's the first one I touched.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So you would take that out very carefully, and then you ask it like yes or no questions basically, and then think about it really hard. And again, it's like intuition, but basically it's either going to spin in a circle or it's going to go side to side, sort of sort of deal.
To you.
Exactly, yeah. They have runes here as well. I've never owned runes myself, but that's another pretty cool way to use your intuition and do some readings for yourself. Some altar spoons here.
With the crystals and
Yeah.
gold, so for scooping your sage or scooping your oils or your stones, you know, as we call it, metaphysical confetti.
Did you just sell me on altar spoons? Because now I think I need one. Well, that was amazing. I could literally spend my entire day in that store, right up my alley. And yes, folks, I did purchase. I purchased a lot.
You got a haul?
A lot of things. So I'll show you what I got probably at the end of this at some point. I could buy that entire store. There's literally not a single thing in there that I would not want. Just saying.
I'm happy we found this place. We came here today. I'm learning so much already.
Yeah.
This is something I'm not familiar with, so I'm learning. I love learning.
And it's really cool that, yeah, we can share this together, because as I was kind of saying earlier, like, this was a huge, sorry, my makeup's all smeared because of the mask, but this is something that I was really into before YouTube, like, really got into it. So I haven't really been able to share too much of that with you or with you all. So I'm just really happy to be able to, this is the best time to be able to do it.
It's a special spot.
Very cool.
This is fairly new, but the building is 122 years old.
Oh, that's old.
And so a haunted museum in a haunted building with artifacts galore, a little bit of history of Cassadaga.
Oh, yes.
It's got stones from the founder's original settlement and stuff in here.
Cool.
This is right up our alleys, folks.
You're in for a treat.
Can't wait. Haunted dolls. You can actually buy haunted dolls here starting at $25. Oh, goodness.
Thank you so much.
Oh, neat.
Flashlight if you need them.
Okay. I guess I'll take one just in case.
Ones you can light up if you need. But
You got a flashlight?
Ooh, yeah, I got a flashlight.
This lady over here, I think she's coming along.
her name is
Thank
Rebecca.
you.
See, they got name tags.
Oh, okay. Her name's Rebecca.
Hitchcock's Rebecca?
Yeah. Look at the
She just
dolls.
kinda,
Hey.
she says you go in the way you come out, so
Yeah,
you just kind of be in
we just come, we go under and we come back out this way.
All right.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
There's,
Okay, cool.
There's some amazing collection of stuff here.
Yeah.
Lots of newspaper articles, lots of, I mean, the books alone.
Oh my gosh,
like-
I could read all of these.
I know, this is
I'm,
like my house.
seeing a lot of
My house.
native-
June was the
Oh,
psychic
okay.
at Purple Rose,
Uh-huh.
and she loved fairies,
Oh,
and she passed away not too long ago, but this is her collection, so they
Nice.
keep it there.
So
And this was
June-
actually her,
The former psychic at the Purple Rose.
one of the head psychics for a long time. She's whenever I went, June was always the one leading the classes and stuff. So this is her collection of
Oh, wow.
stuff.
I see what they
Beautiful.
call a peace pipe back
Yeah.
there.
on the wall here they have a bunch of history of the town of Cassadaga, which we will definitely get into. Mark Muncy knows quite a lot about it, but I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, all of this stuff in here,
They named the place after.
specifically Native American
There's a wonderful sign celebrating
items,
Cassadaga,
artifacts, and
1894 to
whatnot.
19.
Spirituality to Native Americans is not a religion, it's a way of life. Something very, very important to keep in mind with all of this stuff as well. Two more books over here too, and it says, please do not touch the books. Some are so old they will fall apart, and some are haunted. Either way, it won't work out well for you. Yeah, I'd believe it, but it's very tempting to not pull some of these out and thumb through them. Oh my gosh, I see astrology books, mythology books. There's a book here on astral projection, creative visualization, the truth about psychic powers. This is a gold mine of books. Wow. Original bricks from the Cassadaga pub tavern that mysteriously burned down. And bricks from the founder, George Colby's home, apparently. That's pretty cool. Oh, hello, George. It's nice to meet you. Really like your museum here. It's very fine museum.
Love your town, George.
Yeah, it's been great.
George there was a psychic Yeah, here he is,
Yeah.
George. And he was told by his spirit guide to come to this land between two hills with a silvery lake in Florida, and it would help him heal and find a place, and he had found it. And others of like spirit would join him and flock to him. And guess what happened? It worked. He came down here. He lived for many more years, and helped found this city, and that's why they celebrate him here. And that is why Cassadaga is the psychic capital of the world. Many say so.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's an amazing town.
Yeah.
And this is just, I love that this little area celebrates its history.
Yes, it really celebrates the history, which is in and of itself always great.
We've got
always great to see. Oh yeah. This little sign up here kind of talks about spiritualism and kind of what spiritualism actually is. Just the first sentence here is the belief that the spirits of the dead have both the ability and the inclination to communicate with the living. Very, very interesting. And apparently the Fox sisters, I think maybe these are
those the Fox sisters?
kind of a little tribute here maybe to the Fox sisters.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Yeah, Margaret and Kate Fox maybe that have been giggling here.
So Margaret and Kate
Nice.
are the Fox sisters. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Have
Oh,
a
is that a
little-
little fox?
A little kitty cat
Oh, no.
down there, little pet, little skelly pet. And this guy down here, this little gorilla, and this skelly here who looks like
They're bored.
maybe they had a little bit too
Oh,
much
that's it.
to drink.
Been sipping on Grandpa's old cough medicine, have you?
or
Let me take that and wait.
They've just been reading the Hands of Light here. Guide to healing through the human energy field. I think maybe they've been trying their psychic powers just a little too hard here. Taking a little snooze. Oh, there's so much to look at in here. It is so very, very, eclectic. But I love it. Wow, this is just so darn cool. We're in this section. They are talking about some of the things that we already touched upon inside of the store earlier. Like this is a whole display and like information thing on pendulums, tarot cards. Over here, like the palmistry stuff, crystal balls, all of the tools that you use in spiritualism, all of that good stuff. Oh my gosh, it's too bad they have these signs for don't touch the books, because seriously, there are so many books in here. Holy moly, they just keep going. I want to literally read all of them.
Pyramid.
It has EMF readings, so
I would wonder if the EMF is maybe from the air conditioner behind it, but
Could be.
Do we want to look
Spooky
into
air
a haunted
conditioner.
beer?
You're darn right we do.
Okay. Curse of the Mummy there. I don't know if I want to read that. It's kinda
Cursed be
spooky.
those who disturb the rest of a pharaoh. They that shall break the seal of this tomb shall meet death by disease that no doctor can diagnose. I'm already there, folks. I'm already there.
no.
So
yeah.
And also, look, you have some Boris Karloff there.
So we'll head down to St. Pete and go
Yeah.
visit the Mummy down in the History Museum.
Oh, I've seen him. He's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That is a cool story.
Marie is
yeah,
awesome,
all
and
Marie
her
stuff.
sarcophagus though is
Yeah.
2,000 years younger than her, so we don't know whose it is.
Ah,
Why
okay.
isn't it hers?
It was dropped at the port and they
By a
needed
circus. Yeah.
Look at all the skellies down here. What a cute little display. Looks like we got a little snake here that's eating a shark. Don't know how that happens, but that's okay. A giant skelly covered in skelly spiders and the sharks. Over here, all of the different sea life skellies here. Oh, that is cute. That is cute. Oh, and there's a whole like Salem witch spot here too. Look at these witches. June Hazel and Priscilla here. The two kind of versions of witches that quote unquote witches that we always think of. Looks like they're cooking up something quite delicious there, actually. I have to say that this is definitely like probably the most interesting and cool places and topics and things that we have seen on the channel so far, and that I have ever like seen in my life. This is seriously so cool to me. So interesting. So I hope that you all are enjoying it too. Having just as much fun as I am. We still have a lot to see, so let's go.
This is a mini Robert. Now this mini Robert was actually in Robert's case with Robert, the real Robert, for some time. So this is about as close as we're going to get to Robert's best friend.
Okay.
So, and as anything, Lorraine Warren, famous of the Warrens, would always say that the image of a haunted artifact or a haunted place is almost as bad as, you know, the haunted place itself.
I mean, they're cahoots.
So, because energy transfers. So it's one of those, so we want to make sure we follow the rules, even with this one. Robert, is it okay if they take some video and let the world know about you? And we hope that's all right with you. And we'll make certain we say goodbye, because you always got to be polite with Robert. And thank you for letting us film in the wonderful museum.
Thank you, Robert. We will be respectful.
And
we promise.
Love you.
Yes.
So, Mark, for those of the people at home who don't know who Robert the doll is, can you just go over like a quick
summary? He was the doll of a boy named Robert Eugene O'Neill down in Key West. That's his picture on the left.
Okay.
He was made by the Steiff Company, and he was basically like the Teddy Ruxpin of his day. He was a very valuable toy. And then strange things started happening when Robert came home, and the servants were reporting unusual things and all this crazy stuff. And then they were like, Robert, stop breaking things. He said, well, I didn't do it. Robert did it. And they're like, well, you're Robert. He said, no, the doll wants to go by Robert. I'm going to go by my middle name, Gene. And that's just the start of the story. And he's been down in Key West for over 100 years. And
that's amazing.
And if you screw up his rules, bad things happen to you. He's like a gremlin. You can't... so you just be polite to Robert. Be nice to Robert. Always ask his permission when filming or taking pictures. And if you screw up, you have to write a letter. You see all those letters behind him on that picture? Those are all letters of people who didn't believe and had to write apology letters because they screwed up.
Well, I 100% believe in all of this stuff that we have seen so far, as well as you, Robert the doll. So we come in peace, and it's nice to finally meet you in person. We're heading into the psychic room now. Ooh, looks spooky, scary in here. Oh, there's some Zoltar machines in here. Oh, the classic palm reading neon sign there. Very cool.
This is George Colby's table.
Oh, wow.
This is the table that he used to summon Seneca on that guided him here.
Okay.
He brought it to Florida. So this is where they still held seances, and here's a photo of the original table, and George.
Oh my gosh.
Seeing something.
That is nuts. Wow. There's a lot of stuff going on this table too. There's a Ouija board, which, again, like, I mess with a lot of stuff. I am never, ever gonna mess with a Ouija board. And they got a lot of Ouija boards here too. They are so spooky.
How evil can they be when they're made by Parker Brothers?
Oh my god, I know you would think, but oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. But anyway, there's some runes here too. Little incense box, some tarot cards, crystal ball, and tons of books and really cool signs up here too. Very, very cool. This may be the creepiest room that we have seen so far. A lot of rather creepy dolls in here. Lots and lots of creepy dolls. Now, if you're familiar with the channel and with me, you know that we love our creepy dolls, actually, the creepy baby dolls and stuff. Seeing something that is generally so innocent and like childlike and stuff transformed into horrible, freakish mutants and demons is it's one of my favorite things. I'm not even gonna lie, this is amazing. This needs to be in my apartment. Crafting goals for the future, for sure. And what's also super creepy about this whole place, actually, but especially the doll room, they keep putting like little signs on everything saying, I'm watching. Who is watching? I don't know, but they are watching.
Georgiana, we discovered her name is. And So apparently the house fire, she died, but the painting survived.
Of course.
And then the family eventually gave it to Prometheus Esoterica, and then there were still spirits attached, and so they brought it here.
Wow. Cool. Well, it's nice to meet you, Georgina. You have a lovely painting.
Fiji mermaid. We got a fairy. We got, of course, the Bigfoot, the Yeti, and then the baby skunky.
Oh, baby
So he's so cute. And then we got a dog man down here.
Oh, wow.
And then, and we're even getting over. And then we got Florida's
Creature.
creature from Silver Springs.
That's right.
So,
Calla.
and they're all on vacation.
Yeah, he's got
like
some
it.
Mickey
And they're celebrating
ears.
Pride, so
Yeah,
it's awesome.
good for Bigfoot
Yeah,
there.
Nice little corner.
Of course, we have to check out the aliens as well. Honestly, out of everything that we've seen, aliens actually really seriously legitimately freak me out. Like really kind of make me very, very nervous. Yeah, and I personally do believe that they absolutely exist. So the thought of them like coming and like taking over is a very, very real thing for me. Oh, look at this, Wall Drug. I've been to Wall Drug.
Hey, Wall
We're
Drug.
gonna have to do that at some point. Here's an alien here. He's passed out after reading a book about the fairies
Exactly how I
there.
sleep at night.
All right, we are making our way back out now. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
This was so
See you next time, Robert.
so darn cool. What did you think of the museum?
I could spend all day there. That is so well put together. There's so much cool stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, haunted items and a lot of spooky history that doesn't deal with just Cassadaga. Also, it was very cool that they had random real Ghostbusters toys. which
Yeah.
are highly,
all over the place.
highly collectible
Yeah.
all over there. So yeah.
Like Easter eggs.
Cool.
Did you like it?
It was amazing.
I love it. Yeah.
It was just amazing. Across the street now, happen to notice these really cool pillars on either side of the road here. Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp, established 1874. That is quite amazing. Right next door, the Hotel Cassadaga. We're gonna head inside there and check it out. They don't allow filming inside, so unfortunately we won't be able to show you. We can take some photos, so I'll put those on my Instagram and socials and whatnot. But just know this is apparently a haunted hotel, and pretty sure there is a vortex here. And sorry, my lipstick is still yet smudged, but anyway. If vortex sound familiar, it may be because you might have seen my Sedona video when I was over in Arizona many, many months ago. We checked out a vortex area over there too. Arizona, Sedona specifically, actually kind of reminds me of this a little bit, except that's like on a huge, huge level. They are known for their vortexes, and thus it is kind of like a mecca sort of thing for spiritualists, psychics, and all of that stuff. So this kind of reminds me of it. But yeah, I think in like the courtyard or whatever of this hotel is a vortex, which is pretty darn cool. Okay, we're gonna go in there. I need to fix my makeup.
When we go down into the camp, which is right down the hill here,
Uh-huh.
you'll feel this, that's where you feel the pressure change.
Yeah, so that should be where the vortex is.
And
Yes,
this
okay.
is where the psychics all live. You have
Exactly.
you have to be a practicing psychic. You have to be licensed in order to
To
move
live
into this
here.
area. So,
Absolutely awesome. Yeah. All right, we're gonna head inside. Also, they do have a restaurant here, Sinatra's restaurant. So I think we're gonna try that out for lunch.
It's a good time to have lunch because it's raining bruschetta. That looks good. How's that taste? Better? I caught you at a moment. Sorry about that. Don't worry, I'll edit it out.
okay, how's the zucchini?
Gigantic peace lily right out front of the hotel. I knew I liked this place. We finished eating. We're gonna head over to the bookstore and a few other places around here as well. Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp Meeting Association. Sundays healing at 10 a.m. Service at 10:30. Wednesdays they have healing and messages. And what we're about to head inside now is their bookstore. Lord help me please, because the one thing that I'm really, one of the many things, but one of the main things that I'm very much enjoying about this place is the books that they have. Oh my. So this is gonna be interesting. Just show you a few of the flyers that they have out here. Saturday Night Live seances here. They do have historical tours, Cassadaga After Dark, spirit circles, development classes, healing 101 classes, mediumship in the modern mind, all kinds of really cool things that they have going on here. There's definitely a lot of people inside of this bookstore, by the way. It smells amazing, but yeah, check it out. They have a lot of books here. Oh no. Just a quick look at the different kinds of subjects that they have. Yoga, Tai Chi, reflexology, Reiki, of course, healing practices, auras and chakras. Lots and lots of books on crystals as well as herbs and and saging books down there too. Up here they have a bunch of books on feng shui, which is another topic that I'm hoping to talk to you all about on the channel as well. Definitely going to look through these books here. Love the topic of feng shui. It is one of my favorites. Tampa J,
it's one of your specialties,
can confirm that we've been I don't want to say decorating, but you know, putting stuff up around the apartment.
It's been the vibe
in terms of
it's been the
feng shui. Exactly. That's gonna do it for the bookstore there. We weren't able to show too much because they didn't actually want us to be filming in there. My apologies to them. Definitely keep that in mind if you're coming here as well. But I did got some books here for you. So again, I'll show you at the end of the video here exactly what I got.
So we'll go down McKinley here. So this is Cassadaga Road that we are on, as you know. But so all these houses are on-staff psychics working at the very same. There's a little garden over here next to the spiritual center. It's just that's where they do their morning yoga.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
That's back
so
there.
You'll see lots of little beautiful gardens and upkeeps.
Adorable. So here is the lake. This is apparently the lake that Seneca, the guide, requested him to build this town around. It's a very nice, peaceful little park here. Lots of lovely places to, you know, have a seat, have a picnic lunch perhaps. Now we are heading just down the road here. They have a fairy garden, a little fairy walk trail.
It's a fairy trail.
Thing.
Sounds awesome.
I am so excited for this. This is one of the things that I was looking forward to the most visiting here. So this should be adorable.
Before the saw that just like randomly that sound went up, I was just about to say that it's very quiet here.
Very quiet, very peaceful. You can hear all of the sounds of nature.
I feel very at peace here.
Definitely. Over here at Horseshoe Park, this is where the fairies live. We're gonna go check out some fairies. Found some signage here, and this is literally like the coolest signage we've ever seen. You are here. I'm gonna guess here? Or here underneath the UFO?
I think there?
Or are we here? Are we this guy here?
Or that dude.
So fairy gardens, to my knowledge, are basically just kind of like winding little pathways, sort of like this, but at the edge of like the trees and whatnot, they have cute little items here for the fairies. These are really adorable. These are really cool. These wind chimes here that are made out of silverware. That's awesome. And the top is like a strainer, like a kitchen strainer thing. That's definitely something I would make myself. I like that. Very kitschy. Perfect for this adorable little fairy garden.
Wow.
Never know what you're gonna find all the way in the corner here in the brush. There is a zebra. A zebra. All the way the heck back there. Look at all of these adorable little gnomes. They are so cute. Really pretty little, a fairy castle back here. And some seashells. Oh yeah, look at all the little fairy houses. They even have a Walmart. They have a fairy Walmart here. That's exciting. Oh, and a Home Depot. They have everything.
Yes.
And the Eiffel Tower too.
Probably.
Perfect. Bunch more figurines out here too. Lots of really cute little fairy houses. And then check this out. Mark pointed this out to me. There's a little Lemax house here. Lemax. Lemix?
I don't know.
One of those. Spooky town here. It's the witch's lair. That's perfect. And it looks like the Boyd's bears have made an appearance as well. I guess the fairies must love the Boyd's bears. There's a lot of stuff now that I'm like level with the ground here. Like there's a little wrench over there, a little bookshelf there with the bears, and that little Boyd's bear in the back there is kind of like sinking into the ground. Oh no! I have wings! Lots of fanciful little photo opportunities in here as well, which we are always a fan.
I love it. I want wings.
This place goes on and on and on and on. Once again, you could absolutely spend your entire day just here checking out all of the tiny details around here. So needless to say, we are definitely going to have to come back for sure and check out all of this stuff, hopefully in even some more detail here at some point. This is just way too cool.
Now the story goes, if you come here at midnight and you sit in the devil's chair, a dark entity will approach you and grant you a wish. Now, it is true if you come here at night, a dark entity will approach you. It is called the police. And they will arrest you. So, because there is no trespassing here after dark.
So at the cemetery, as Mark was saying, there is a thing called the devil's chair. That's what we're going to check out now. And there's a couple of, like, it's like an urban legend sort of thing, as you can tell, but there's a couple of chairs here in the cemetery. So don't get fooled. Like, that's not the devil's chair. I'm going to show you the actual devil's chair.
Somebody has left him a Bud Light.
Yeah.
This might be the devil's chair.
Okay. So
yeah, because that's one of the things, one of the urban legends was that
Resting right here.
you would leave a beer on the devil's chair and then you would return the next day and it would be all gone. But this again is not the devil's chair. So this, folks, is the actual devil's chair. This looks so spooky. Oh my goodness. Jay just popped a squat on it.
I'll tell you what, it gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, cold wind blew right
In front of my face.
as he was making his wish, which is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to sit on the devil's chair, make a wish. Wow. Well, that's a hard act to follow, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, devil's chair. Yeah, it is. It's cool to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Feels good. Just kind of sitting here, waiting for something to happen. My wish will be just for a safe passage home. That will be. That's my wish. That's all I want.
Yay. This used to say like Lucifer was carved into it, and they just covered it with plasters, which is what you have to do, you know. And that's and the real sad thing about the devil's chair is it's a mourning chair. This family plot, and you know, this is where you sit to mourn your family. So we built a nice, cool place for it, and of course it's near a college town, so we had to build a legend around it. And so please don't leave your broken bottles. Be respectful. Enjoy the place. It is beautiful. There's an amazing cemetery. Very peaceful. Wonderful. George Colby is buried here, who founded Cassadaga, and it's just can't go wrong. It's amazing. It's breathtaking. I love it.
Well said. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Me too.
Thank you, gang.
I was just about to say all of that myself, and that goes for pretty much any cemetery or, you know, public place that you visit. You always want to treat it with the utmost of respect. Remember that people are actually buried on this ground. You know, it's not something to make a spectacle out of or anything like that. And the same thing with the town of Cassadaga as well. It's just always important to remember that these are actual people's lives, and we need to be respectful of that. And I really hope that this video comes across that way, as I often say on the channel whenever we visit cemeteries, whenever we talk about the deceased, and all of that stuff. It's always talked about, for me at least, in a place of utmost respect for everybody and for the town and for what they believe and all of that good stuff. So again, if you're coming here to visit, whether it be Cassadaga or the Devil's Chair, or again, really and truly anything, remember, it's not a spectacle. These are these people's real lives, and they really truly believe in all of these things. And I know that if the situation was reversed, you wouldn't want people to do the same thing with you and with your religions and beliefs and all of that stuff. So just keep that, please keep that in mind. That breeze though, it's a very cold breeze going through here. Okay, and with that, we are gonna head out of here. We're gonna head back towards the Orlando area. If you could believe it, we still have at least one more stop left. Inside of this plaza here looks pretty normal stuff here, but we are going somewhere slightly more abnormal. Prometheus Esoterica Oddities shop. Oh my gosh, Orlando's weirdest coffee shop. This looks so cool just from the outside. I love the coffin on the door there, and we need some coffee for sure, so I'm very excited about this. Holy moly, this place is insane, and not just because of all the taxidermy here. Look at all of there's a skelly in here, there's a skelly over there, and look at this, they have all of the little trinkets and books, tarot cards. Oh yeah, it's a tarot card day today, and spooky books. Sparkly crystals. Oh my gosh.
Where we were just at.
Yeah.
Everything here, pretty much everything's for sale. There's a couple skulls that are not allowed for sale, but most of them are. So.
Awesome. That is amazing. You made spell kits, okay.
So they come with the jar. They've got all your instructions.
Okay.
All sealed. And she also does little bath kits that are the same thing. So
okay. That's
soak
cool.
yourself, and then there'll be some crystals that you just keep up at the end. So,
that sounds amazing. Oh my gosh.
Cool thing is, instead of like sentences like, you know, the quick brown fox and stuff, it's by confessing her culpability, she cleared the way for more.
Oh wow.
You know, and it's, she enjoys taunting. He craves flogging.
That's amazing.
Their nightmare is reaching limits. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
This was my favorite writing book.
Best way to learn, yeah, how to speak and how to write.
$15.
Nice. Oh, that's
no, it's a frog.
That's terrifying. Let's not look at that. Let's look at this. Let's look at the tarot cards. Ooh, this one in particular I love. The box alone is gorgeous. The Macabre Tarot. Ooh. Oh man, how many tarot cards am I gonna come home with today? This is, once again, this is not good. Oh, how cute. These little jars are adorable. There's little bones in here. Oh, the little paw. These are the ears. Oh wow, yeah, it's a mollusk or something?
It's a tentacle of some sort.
Oh, it's a tentacle. Oh gosh.
Ew.
This place is legit, literally everything that I love. Oh my goodness. Oh, they have hair color here. That's really cool. Always wanted to color my hair different colors, but it's so dark that I can't. Oh no. They have all kinds of really pretty and adorable, of course, little hair bands here. See some coffee mugs over there. Oh yeah, and your shrunken head, every gal needs one of those. Some really cute little trinkets here too, like these tiny little skeleton keys are super adorable too. Oh yeah, and that spooky card you were looking for, they have them here. Oh my gosh. If and whenever I become a mom with a human child, that is definitely the card that I want. This, they have little raccoon bones as well. And some starfish over here. Actually, this entire little display here is just, oh, it's giving me all the vibes. Oh yeah, there we go. Some altar spoons here too. Very cool. I got a nice little crystal ball here too.
And these are the what I was talking about, the Siren's bath teas.
Ah, so, yes. Okay, so that's what you put in the bath.
Yeah, you put in the bath. So it's Himalayan salt, some eucalyptus, all that fun stuff.
Oh
and
my
then,
gosh.
And you use the spoon to spoon it in.
That sounds amazing. Yes. $14?
Yeah.
Come on now. With the spoon. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, and check this out. A Rune Divination mystery spell box. You get 3 mystery runes, a candle, an herbal bundle, and
instructions on how to use it.
Ever important instructions. Only $14. Why did you take me here?
Sorry.
I buy everything.
As much as you love Cassadaga, I knew this was
Oh
this would be
man, this is so cool. And of course, I am transfixed with the books. And one of the cool things about these books too is that these are not necessarily quote unquote new books either. They're definitely old books that have been used before, which are some of my favorite books to look for in general, but especially for like stuff like this, like astrology books and whatnot. Those are always really cool. Yeah, and medical books as well.
Of Clinical Medicine, 5th edition.
That is so cool.
From $35.
Nice.
And it is a 3rd edition from 1946.
Wow.
So
That would be so cool for a collection, for sure. And the Beekeeper's Bible.
Oh.
So here's everything you need to know about keeping bees. That's something I would love to do someday. They have a lot of really fun Creature of the Black Lagoon stuff here too. Like this purse is literally like just one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. You could also match it with the dress up there. And by the way, they have a lot of amazing clothes. The Furby one. Oh my gosh, I might need that one. An Ostrich Taxidermy. Well, that's definitely something you don't see every day.
for $2,000, it can be yours.
Okay, deal. That is a steal. And again, they do, it's a whole like coffee bar here as well. So all of these awesome and amazing items plus coffee, you know I am sold. And here they sell Coffee Shop of Horrors, which I've never had before, so we're definitely gonna grab a cup before we leave. And yes, we did indeed get a coffee. Actually, we all got coffees, and this is a great opportunity to say that this video's coffee is sponsored by Derek's Journey. Thank you so much. In your comments, you say you're a new subscriber, so I hope you're still enjoying the content. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers.
Well, thanks for having us, gang. We hope you enjoyed your trip.
Gosh.
We did Cassadaga, which is part of my books are taking you to unusual, spooky places and the history behind them and all that. And Carrie, my lovely wife, is the illustrator for ours. This is our latest, Eerie Appalachia. We will be doing the whole Appalachian Trail from Alabama all the way up to Quebec. Awesome. And so these are all wonderful monsters. Carrie does all the wonderful illustrations inside. And you know, you can find us at eerietravels.com. EerieFlorida.com is where it started and kind of where we're at. Our YouTube is Eerie Travels. It's our show that we do on Fridays at Area 52 Media, and they rebroadcast on YouTube now. So I just tell some monsters and ghost stories and go to cool places.
Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, please subscribe. It's brand new. We'd love to have you. And Carrie can be found selling spiders at Repticon. So
that's awesome.
And that's
awesome.
Spooky Spoods.
Yes.
So at Spooky Spoods on social
Okay.
media, you can find her spiders and her lizards and snakes. So.
That's
Awesome.
great. We wanted you to, do a plug because we love you guys.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we appreciate you. And today was amazing. I know I saw Krista's eyes light up.
Yeah.
Times. Mine did too. I always wanted to go to Cassadaga and hang out with you guys. And we're going to do this again.
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Great team up.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
The madness.
Mark, you've inspired me so much just reading your books. Especially,
Yeah.
Eerie, Florida, the first one I ever got, and then meeting up with you a couple years ago, and it's been a great friendship, and I think it's just only begun. So
there is more to come.
There is
much
more
Yes.
to come.
And Chris, we love that you are into the spooky stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
that's why we knew we had a kindred spirit in our souls here. So that's why we go to places like Prometheus Esoterica and so many other fun places to come. So much ahead, as always. And as I used to say at Hellview, see you on the other side.
I like that.
Love it. Well, Mr. Skelly, it's been another really fun, really spooky day. Wow. A lot happened. It was like 5 days in one, but it was amazing. As you can see, we are back home now. I don't even know if I properly set that up or not, but here we are. We made it back, so that was so much fun. Thank you, Mark and Carrie, for hosting us. I will go more into that in the actual outro, but first, let me show you what I purchased today. I did purchase quite a few things. First of all, from the Purple Rose, which was a really, really cool shop. That was the first shop that we went into when we got to Cassadaga. I got some Florida water, which I showed in the store. This is really cool. This is, again, like another cleansing tool, and you can use this for like a bunch of other stuff too. Also did get some essential oil. This is a pumpkin essential oil. It smells so freaking good. I also got a little altar spoon, which I showed on the video. These are so beautiful. These little altar spoons here, very ornate and intricate. Then I also did get a deck of tarot cards. This is the one that kind of spoke to me the most inside of that shop. Spirit Song Tarot Deck and Book Set. It looks really pretty. The artwork on the cards looks just absolutely amazing. So I'm very excited to check this out, thumb through the cards, and practice with it. And from the bookshop, I got 3 different books. So first one, Crystal Balls and Crystal Bowls. And basically it's kind of an introduction to learning how to read them, basically. Next one I got is Classical Feng Shui for health, beauty, and longevity. And the reason I decided to go with this book, again, I'm very interested in Feng Shui. I know a decent amount about it, but this actually seems to be going into kind of a more high level view of Feng Shui, I guess. Like, it goes over the history behind it. Finally, the Enneagram book that I got here too. I only just learned about this just the other day, just like a couple of months ago. And I never heard of it before until then. So I found a whole book on here. Now this is kind of the opposite of the Feng Shui one, where this kind of seems like more of an introduction, easy read sort of book. So that's what I'm looking for in terms of this, because I don't know what it is. So I want to find out about it. So again, very excited. I have a lot of reading to do. Last but not least, at Prometheus Esoterica, I once again wanted literally everything in that store, but after everything that I bought at Cassadaga, I brought it down a notch, and I only bought this one thing, and it is Persephone's Promise Potion Bomb. Can't read on the screen, but yeah, that's what this is. And the thing that kind of sold me on this is it's basically a perfume. It's a solid perfume, a balm. It says on here, apply to eyes, temples, lips as a solid perfume to lift the spirits. So spirits are officially lifted. This smells awesome. Cannot recommend Prometheus Esoterica enough. That is an awesome, awesome, awesome store. We both loved it. Here is their information here too. We will definitely be back here. I will definitely be back there. There are so many things I saw there that I just absolutely loved. It's right up both of our alleys. So very cool store. Definitely check them out if you're in the area.
Is this the end of it?
This is the end of it. This was
what
like,
a great day.
Like I said earlier, this was seriously like 5 days and in one. Like we packed in so much stuff in one day.
I can't believe we did that.
I know.
I had such a blast. Thanks to Carrie and Mark.
So much fun. Mm-hmm.
And you.
We've been wanting to go to Cassadaga for a little while now. Me a little less because I literally just found out about it like a couple weeks ago. But it's definitely...
It's been on my list for a while.
There goes R2.
R2
he goes off on the worst times.
Right when you mentioned Cassadaga. Yeah, so I've always wanted to go there, and I'm so glad that the first time we made it a special occasion, we could go together, and with Mark.
And with Mark.
Muncie,
and Carrie, yeah.
Carrie, so shout out to them. Thanks for the awesome day. And the R2. There you go.
See,
that's
they're
cool.
singing. And there's she people, he dancing. Okay. Crisis averted. So yeah, big thank you to Mark and Carrie. Like I was saying, yeah, we had plans. We thought we were gonna do this, just the two of us, maybe even spend a weekend there. But Mark brought it up to us and we were like, heck yeah.
Let's do it.
We get to go with like a tour guide.
I mean, it wasn't even 2 days ago.
Yeah, it was seriously just the other.
And it just worked out because we didn't have anything planned this weekend, and we were looking for something to do, and we were all free.
Wanting to go there. So that was really cool. So shout out to both of them, of course. Make sure you check them out on the social medias, on their website.
They have a YouTube channel as well.
They do, yeah. And of course, the books are absolutely
phenomenal.
Excellent.
They're on our nightstand.
Cannot recommend them enough. I'll put all of those links down below for you all. So make sure you check out Tampa Jay's video. He did make one here as well, and I can already tell you, once again, I say it every time, but we covered very different things, so make sure you check it out as well. So thank you all for watching.
Thank you, Queen Halloween.
We appreciate it. We still have many more spooky plans in the future, as well as the non-spooky plans.
It hasn't even started.
Too. So, see you soon.
Goodbye.
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 Stay spooky, everybody. Say bye-bye, R2.
You know we will.
Beep, boop, 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 boop. He says, stay spooky, everybody. Stay spooky.
Bye.